It's interesting how every year thousands of people dream of entering fashion industry. They save outfit inspirations, they follow designers on social media, and just imagine a future in fashion. But somehow along the way, they hear the same questions. Is fashion really a career? Can you make a living out of it? Is there any future in this industry? And that's exactly why I wanted this conversation. Because our guest did not just choose fashion, she built a name for herself out of it. Being part of different government initiatives, taking Odisha handlooms to the global stage and making sure people should know, feel, touch and see how vast Odisha's fashion and textile industry is. She proved that when talent is combined with sheer persistence and vision, can create something remarkable. Today with us joining Mrs. Reemly Mohanty, founder and owner of Reemly Design Studios. Hello ma'am, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So ma'am, I would like to know from your side, how you decided to get into this career, how was your start and how it's going right now?
So, to be honest, I had no idea that I would end up doing something what I'm doing right now. Because, yes, I was always inclined toward art, and because I used to do a lot of sketch and paintings and all. But I had never expected that I would
Get into this business. Yeah.
something like this, because I was studying accounts and I did my commerce and I did my accounting honors, and that is how it went on. And even I did even during my studies, I was I was doing a part-time job with IMS and all. So that's how it started. But I had an idea that I am not a 9 to 5 job person. I need to do something of my own,
right.
Kind of. And then, so during that time, I thought, ki why not a boutique, a customized boutique, because that concept was not there in Odisha or Bhubaneswar during that time. So that's how, because I went to my mausi, like my aunt's place. She used to stay, she's still staying in Delhi.
Yeah.
So my Musa, like my uncle, he is an textile engineer.
Okay.
So he was working with a very big factory in in Panipat, and that's how. So I went there for I stayed with her for a few days, and I got an idea. She said you should know, you can go with uncle and have an idea how things are done in a factory and all. So there I had an idea, it was kind of internship kind of a thing where you have in a textile industry.
Exactly. It's maybe like that moment when you say that, okay, I can make a career out of this.
Yes.
Right?
So because it was just an idea. It was not that, it was just,
go with it.
Yeah, let's see what's there kind of.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, I thought, even I was working with Swabhiman, Dr. Shruti Mahapatra also. So I worked with her for one of the Anjali International Festival. And then I was like, no, let me just take a break and let me just do what I feel good about kind of. And then I started a small boutique, a customized boutique that you say. With just a lakh of rupees, with 3 machines and 4 people. And now it's we are working with 18 karigars right now. 18 because we had more than 18, but now I said no, I need to slow down a bit, because we are even working with more than 600 weavers.
Oh, okay.
So that again, it has a lot of work and it has a lot of responsibility. So so that's the reason I became some way I need to adjust few things. It's just not that I have to do everything at a time. So when I sit back and see, I have come a long way.
Right?
Yeah.
But within those long way, ma'am, I want to ask you one thing. Was there a phase where people didn't take fashion as a very serious thing? People must have said you that, come on, this is not a space for you or something like that?
To be honest, when I started, people had never understood the concept of a boutique.
Right.
Till today also, when someone comes to the boutique or something, oh, tailor dukan aschi para. So, there you realize in the end, people will tell you a dorji only.
Yeah.
If you don't do something very different, like what we are doing with handloom right now. So it's been 15 years that I am into this line, but working with handloom with weavers, it has been 12 and a half years for me. And that is what made, a difference. When being, so I'm not a fashion designer student.
Okay.
It is like, it's just my passion that I started following, and it is where I am today. And I think what you learn practically, that is what stays within you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think any theory would teach you that in life.
Ma'am, as you said that you are not a fashion design student, but you have come a long way right now, and one of a very prime face in this industry. I would like to ask you, what do you think about students who are currently getting that idea from the institutions like NIF Global regarding this industry? Is it going to make them make them come much faster?
Because there's a lot of scope. Because before, you didn't have like a vastness of subjects that you get to choose from.
Yeah.
So there is merchandising, there is textile, there is fashion, there is styling, there is so many types of options that people are getting right now. Like, students have a vast number of choice what they can choose and how they want to go forward with it. But if you look back 10 years back, no one had that much freedom to choose that much subject also. So I think what the institute is doing right now is giving a very good platform to the student where, and like I think nowadays you are even being part of all these big shows which
Yeah.
are coming up in Bhubaneswar and all over India. So I think that is the exposure where the student get an exposure to the outside world where they know what they have to do and what they can do.
In terms of it, I would love to say you that NIF Global, when we say the word global, it exactly means what it is. Like
Yeah.
in NIF, we give them chance to be part of Lakme Fashion Week. We give them chance to be part of New York, London, and Dubai Fashion Week also. Like they get that global exposure.
Yeah.
And ma'am, I really want to know you from I want your idea about it. Like, do students nowadays do students underestimate what exactly fashion industry actually is?
I think there are few students who needs to understand, because it's like, I like fashion, I will study fashion. It doesn't mean like that. You should come with a purpose. Why do you want to study fashion?
Yes.
Like fashion, if it's your passion to study, or you really want to do something in some kind of field that you are looking for.
Yeah.
So that is very much important. Like, what exactly is the drive that that actually you want to pursue, basically.
Yeah.
So I feel in that way.
Ma'am, can you tell us how big this whole industry is in terms of India, we'll say, or in terms of Odisha, I would ask.
Odisha needs a lot more, exposure. People need to be a little more broad-minded, because people from here would go outside and buy the same thing, but they won't buy from here.
Yeah.
But I see the difference from last 5 years. People are adopting the thing of wearing the handloom. Like, I don't think before 5-6 years anyone was giving that much importance towards a handloom. But nowadays, when I go to any kind of parties, maybe a wedding or a birthday party, when I see they're keeping a theme of handloom, that makes me feel really good. Okay, the handloom is getting that much importance. now, which it had to.
Okay.
So, like people are, they're getting, like, I think it's the social media which is making them more, okay, fashion, like, now basically in Odisha, I think the handloom is in fashion, in trend. That's
Yeah.
why everyone wants to wear handloom.
Ma'am, you said a quite a provoking word actually. Social media. Do you think like social media has helped like to in growth of fashion in Odisha?
Yes, it has. For me, very much, yes. Because I don't think anyone knew me 1 year back. Also, even I have worked 15 years in this field, starting from customization of bridal attires to handloom and everything. But people in the same area, they come and ask me like, "Kete barso helani?" Okay, 15 years. Na, ame to ebbe dekhilu Instagram.
Bus, right.
So that's how people, so because I think that's where you have to show up
आई थिंक
for,
लाइक कि लोगों को अभी थोड़ा ज्यादा दिखने लगा है क्योंकि ना सोशल मीडिया की वजह से
Yeah.
पहले लोग ऐसे ही रैंडमली अपने काम में इतना बिजी थे कि उनको
Yes.
सराउंडिंग का पता नहीं चलता था
it's just
एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज
because of,
हैपनिंग
it's because people just sit down in their idle time and scroll
yes exactly
down.
they just doom scroll and just
yeah,
find
yeah.
out they hook something they get hooked to something and they just
Yes.
stay there okay
Yeah.
fine this is something is there in our locality
Locality,
and we should
yes.
visit it and we should
Yeah.
check out what exactly it
Yes,
is
yes.
okay things have done like that so ma'am what do you think like today fashion is more about creativity or branding
I would say, my perspective, my
yeah
say would be, it is, see, branding is very important to take your creative work forward. If you don't have that much, if you don't do branding, how will people know about what kind of creative products you're creating?
exactly
So I think I believe in that, and and even, yes, people are even branding their products, which is a copy even,
yeah
and which they don't even design themselves, but they just do a good branding for the company. But yes, branding plays a very major role. But yes, branding done in a proper way, if you're creating something good and branding it in a proper way, that is what makes the brand.
okay go through
Yes, that is what makes a brand popular.
yeah
Not your,
your creativity
your creativity.
I have a very quite a great example regarding it. Like Vietnam is kind of famous for making their leather shoes, right? Leather footwears.
Yeah.
They are quite good. Like if you ever visit to Vietnam, you can go and say them that I want exactly of this size and this material should be there. They will make it and give you in 3 days. Then and there comes Birkenstock, who
Yeah.
exactly makes the same thing, but Birkenstock is more famous than those who are sitting there in Vietnam
But
and making things.
Birkenstock, it was much, much before.
Yeah,
But people got to know about it now.
exactly through social media. Actually,
Exactly.
it got trend. Like
Yeah.
what happened with Crocs?
Yeah.
They were the ugliest shoes in the world,
yeah.
and they got famous for that.
Yeah.
Their negative PR impacted in their sales.
And nowadays, every kid you see, they're wearing Crocs.
Crocs, exactly. Now Crocs doesn't comes in that ugly factor. It comes in like it must have factor.
Cool factor.
Yeah,
It has
it's
become
a must have factor. And now exactly that Birkenstock is doing.
Yeah.
Like everybody is going after them. Like okay, it's a must have thing.
It started in 1980 something.
Yeah.
Imagine. And people are getting to know about it now.
Right now.
Like it just, I think it's just 2 or 3 years. Like people have started getting.
Yeah, exactly. 2-3 years maximum.
3 years. I think it's 3 years that.
They have come up on social media
Yes.
and they have come up very aggressively.
Yes. And it's comfortable also.
Yeah,
That
kind of.
does it is.
So fashion should be
Yes.
creative, comfortable,
Yes.
and easy to find out.
Easy to find, and it should be, you should feel good about it also. When
Yes.
you wear something or when you just adore, just you should feel good about yourself.
Yes,
It should
exactly.
make you feel good. That is what matters. Even if you wear a 500 rupees shirt, you should feel, oh,
Exactly.
no, everyone, oh, that is looking really nice. That is how you should carry yourself. It is
Yes.
not like whether you're wearing a 500 rupees sari or you're wearing a 60,000 sari.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter. So I would give my own example. So when I wear a 2000 rupees sari, people ask me about it, ki, how much is it? And they start,
Assuming.
they start, are eta mukini.
Okay.
Why didn't you wear it before that? Amar eta handloom re bhi ochi 2000 tonga sari. I said yes, ochi. But the thing is कि when someone wears जो दिखता है वो बिकता है basically.
हाँ.
Here that
हाँ.
is what is the funda here. It has I don't know.
Ma'am, I see you are quite of a person who has so much confidence in her. Do you think like people who doesn't have that much of confidence, can they survive in this industry?
To be honest, like before, when I even like I couldn't even face a camera.
Okay.
I used to shiver. I used to literally shiver. Like I remember I was called to a MSME meet in 2016.
Okay.
It's almost 10 years.
Right.
In 2016, and I was just 26 then, and it was an international MSME meet, and they had called me as a guest speaker because I was working for Odisha Handloom, and also I went to the stage, and I was blank. There were so many people, all IS officers. And I was literally, at a point of time, I realized I'm blabbering out there. Because I was literally shivering. No one knows about all this.
Yeah.
People just see what they're seeing now. It's because it has taken me years to be this confident. It is not in a day that you become confident and stand on your feet and just speak straight to the world.
Right.
So you have to overcome a lot of things to, it takes a lot of time, but you have to be very, very strong and you have to know what you want in your life. That is what is very important. You need to set a goal, like where you want to reach.
Right. Ma'am, do you think like in this case, institutions have that, they should have this in their mind, like our students, they not only just come here to study fashion or understand about it or go there and work, but they should be confident.
Yes, that is very important because they should be confident enough with what are they presenting on the table. That is what it should be, like even if she is making a normal shirt, she should be confident about that attire ki, okay, whatever I have made, it is really good for me and people would like it.
Yeah.
If you keep on thinking, I don't know what I have made, whether people will like it or not, even manifestation is also another thing. It also works in different ways.
Yeah.
It does, like if you think in a negative way, things will happen negatively around you. If you think in a positive way, obviously things will happen positively, and that is very important. And nowadays the generation where people are going into depression in young age, and why are they going?
Lack of confidence.
Yes, because they're not able to express what they want to even.
Right.
So I think a counseling plays a very major role. I think institute should give them, it is not about counseling, but just sharing your thoughts. I think that much would help a lot of students to overcome that kind of fear or something, whatever they have in themselves, because everyone has something or the other lacking in themselves, which they know, but they can't tell it. But when they sit in a room where no one is judging them, that's where they know, that confidence can be built.
Yes, exactly.
So that is very important. I feel that is very important, which will help the younger generation to overcome all this little difficulties in life, and and make them confident enough, in an early stage, rather than taking them through a lot of, because it takes a lot of, because during like, I would say, with me, there was no one who had even said me that what I have to go through.
Yeah.
Right. So, but now, like, I think institute have that kind of facilities where they are trying to, create that environment where students become more confident, and they know what they want to do.
Exactly. They actually institutes nowadays, I would say about NIF Global, we make sure that students get to know that whatever they are making it out of their love, their passion,
Yeah.
their creativity, and of course, they are the stakeholder of it.
Yeah.
So they should be that much confident to show it out to the world that yes, we have made it,
Yes.
and we are working
And
with
we
it.
are proud of it.
Yes, exactly.
That is what it is. That is what is important.
You must have seen during the Toshari, our
Yeah.
students were part of it,
Yeah.
showing proudly their whatever they have done, and they were so much confident while they were walking on that stage.
No, like I saw. That's really good. Like, that is what is needed. That is what is very much needed for, like, and seek that confidence in a student. The student which is going to come in also, they're going to be, they can feel that energy, and they can
Exactly.
even sense that thing, and they can choose what, how to move ahead.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
That is also very, very important. Yes.
Ma'am, can you tell me one thing? What do you think? What kind of student grow fast in this industry?
A little madness is required.
Right?
Yes.
Little madness is always required.
Yes. Or else, I don't think, and that madness and a bit of passion is very much required too, because I think fashion needs that kind of creativity, a little mad head to create something.
A little energy.
Yes. A lot
That
of
mad energy.
Yes.
Okay. In terms of JNG word, I would say that things should be crazy.
Okay.
So, ma'am, what if you would have got another chance to be a student in this era in 2026? What would you have changed?
Student.
Otherwise, I would say what different you have done, like would have done.
I feel like nowadays the technology and everything has developed so much.
Yes.
Be it AI, and you don't have to do so much of mood boards and all that anymore. I think you just have to fit in, you just have to write down your ideas, and you have a complete mood board in front of you.
Right.
Right? So it is so easy. Like, life has become so easy right now, and you can go too far with it. I think, like, I don't like, because it is like a gift to you.
Yes.
And if it's utilized in a good way, you can just go, like, to another level.
Right.
Because so I feel so good, like, like, it's so easy right now to do something. If it's something in your mind, you can just portray, like, you can just see it in fraction of minutes, basically.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Do.
But before, we didn't have that much of scope even.
Ah.
We didn't even get that much of information through Google also.
Right.
So the information that you get in Google from, like, if you calculate in 5 years or 10 years, you were not getting that kind of information before 15 years.
No, not exactly.
Not at all. Like, the videos that you come up, that the reels that you see in YouTube or Instagram, a person can just sit at home and learn how to stitch,
Right.
how to do cutting, how to do stitching. Everything you can learn just sitting at home. You don't have to go to a institute even.
Okay.
But, like, like, things have become in that way now.
Right.
But if a person who is coming to an institute and getting so much of exposure, so imagine what that person can do.
Yes, exactly. Like world of information is in your hand,
Exactly.
and you also get that global factor in you. Like you come here to NIF Global, I would say you get that global factor. You get that information in your hand.
You have everything in front of you.
Yes,
You just have to use your brain how to make it work.
I would like to ask you, like in this tier 2 city confined, people say that tier 2 cities or tier 3 cities are very confined. They're not much of a big market. But do you think that tier 2 cities are not much of a big market?
I don't think so, because there's a lot of scope here. It is not that you have to, you need to find that proper clientele.
Yes.
That is what is important. I would say that. It is not that people don't understand, but you need to find out that clientele base and then you have to form that clientele base to make it work.
What I think currently Odisha is growing in terms of every kind of industry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's cinema, maybe it's
Everything,
fashion, maybe
yeah.
it's events.
It's just growing.
Yes,
It is just growing in every
growing
sphere.
and it's booming.
Yeah.
And point being, if you are in this, like currently a student who just came into this industry, want to study about it, join the institutes, and then they find out that how big of this, because normal person cannot find out how big this industry is. Once you get into it, you get to understand how big this industry is. And once you get into it, you get to work, because I would say NIF is something which is in the center of this industry. It's not in the sidelines. You don't have to work a lot to get into this. Like even if you are going to work after the institution, but before that also, when you are a student, you are also getting that much of exposure. You're going to work with different kind of designers around you, maybe throughout the country. You're getting all kind of opportunity. Don't you think that once you get out of the institute, you become a fabulous designer? You can be a fabulous designer because during your institution time,
you get
got
so much.
Yes.
You have a blast of
everything.
information
Yes.
within you. If you just need to streamline your thing, what you want to do.
You're getting a lot of fashion weeks, runway weeks.
Yeah.
You're getting you get to show your work during your student time. You got recognized during those time. I don't think nowadays students need to worry that much. Like how things were before actually.
Things, I don't think, if you take Bhubaneswar itself, Bhubaneswar didn't even have any kind of fashion shows before. I think I would say Bhubaneswar Times Week is doing like Bhubaneswar Runway Week, which is happening. It has been happening. I think so many seasons have been happening.
Nowadays, government in their event also, they have also part
That
of
is,
fashion.
Government is also, like be it Toshali, be it Sisirasaras, be it Mission Shakti, they all have been doing all these fashion shows in every district nowadays that I see. Like any government, any kind of government shows or event is happening, they're just keeping a fashion show.
Fashion show, right?
Promoting handloom also and encouraging the young models of Odisha to even grow.
Young models, young designers, everyone is going.
They're giving so much platform to so many people.
Right.
So which was not there before. I think these are the things which people should, that this younger student and generation should understand and should, make it a point that they work toward it also.
Like all kind of events that I have seen our students have made, like all the events that have gone recently, our students are being part of it. I have seen them so confident about it right now, because when you just join in their first year, they get groomed properly about all this. They get to see how their seniors are working.
The grooming thing is very important. I always say, like, wherever I have seen, like whenever I've gone for any kind of, workshop or some kind of jury or something, I've always asked them, the grooming part is a very important part in a student life.
Yes.
if it's in a fashion industry, because that is what makes you, they should know how to present themselves.
Yeah.
It is not about how you are and how are you in your academics. It is all about how you present yourself. I think that plays a major role.
Yes, exactly.
And I think institutes are like, I think it is doing justice to that.
Another question I have in my mind, that what is the mistake nowadays young designers are doing, which they should avoid?
Please don't copy. Please don't copy.
Don't Pinterest things everywhere. Yeah.
Because it's all about Pinterest that you do. Like, they saw something and they, "Acha, I saw something and I'll just copy this, copy paste." No copy paste. Just come up with something. It's not about whether it's going to be good or bad. Just come up with your own imagination, how you want to present it to the world. It is not about just copying and pasting stuff.
Right. So no copy rule should be there.
Yeah. Make your own identity.
Yeah. If you want to be in this industry, then you have to leave something behind.
Yes.
Your own identity should be there.
Yes, it has to be. And you should be confident in what you are presenting. That is what is important.
Ma'am, what do you think? What is the difference between a student who want to be designer and someone who has become a designer? What is the bridge?
Um, who is already a designer?
Who is manifesting to be one and who has already been one?
See, it is not always very easy to be a designer, but someone can always dream to be a designer. But if you are planning to go in that path, you need to have that much patience to, because it doesn't just happen overnight. But yes, it can happen overnight if only for social media. But if you want to do something which is good for a long run, it
Yeah.
would take a bit time.
Right.
And that patience and that, you know patience is very much required. You can't just, leave your hope in middle of the journey,
Right.
because it is setting up a studio, becoming a designer, coming up with new collections, paying your workers salary. It is not an easy thing, because how do you become a designer? You have to set up the whole workshop.
Right.
You have to hire karigars, you have to hire a master, or if you're doing it yourself, that is a different thing. But it takes a lot of time, patience, energy to create what is in your mind. And obviously, it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
A attire also can't happen overnight. If you want to do something very unique, or want to, want it to be very different from the what's there in the market, because and you have to update yourself with what is on in the market, what would people like to wear, it's so much.
Right.
It's not just, I'll just make this and people will wear it.
No, it's quite kind of a opposite thing.
Exactly. You should
Understand the trend.
understand the trend also, and you should have your own
Make your own
creativity
creative trend.
also. Yes, that is also there.
It's mostly about, if we say about someone who manifesting to be one and someone who's already been, there's a middle thing we can say is patience, right?
Patience. Yes.
Patience is everything.
That is what actually.
This is something I want to tell you. The night will be the most darkest before the sunrise. So
True.
just to understand thing, go with it.
Go with it. Yes.
And
You
the
need to
bright
just-
sunlight will come up.
Yes. It will. One or the other day, it is going to come out.
Exactly.
And that brightness, you can't even handle it. That is how it it's going to be.
That
But-
sunrise can come faster if you join NF Global Bhubaneswar. How does success look like to you current time? Like,
For me,
yes.
if I can sit at home, spend time with my family and my kids, that is what success means to me.
This is quite deep. So, ma'am, how does it feel to see students of Odisha now coming up and doing such good thing in this industry?
Oh, I see. I met recently. I met a girl in Bombay. She is even. She has a brand. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'm very bad with names, but Hat something. I don't. So she came up to me and she said, like, she has a website where she is like all the Odisha handloom kurtas, shirts, and she's a very young girl and promoting Odisha handloom, and she's staying in Bombay and doing that. I felt so good about, like, I was like, you know, people are trying so hard. People are actually, and young, I see young designers are actually inclined towards handloom, and that is so.
I would say that our handloom is quite a vast and
Exactly.
it should
It is-
go to global.
Yeah, because Odisha handloom is just not one thing. I always say it, but it's a full vocabulary of textile. It is like, it has so much variety. It has, like, every district here in Odisha has
A very
kind
different.
of weave.
Yes.
Every district you go, you will get to see different types of yarn getting used to get a weave done, starting from the motifs. So every district has a particular type of motif which is used also. So it is like, it is so much there, and it's so rich. It is so rich in its, like, in its own way. You just need to enhance that thing, and you just need to get it reach people, so
Yeah.
that people would understand it.
So, ma'am, tell me about that one struggle behind this whole journey that people never see, and if they ever see, also they won't understand it.
Oh, there's a lot of things which people will never understand, because and there are few things which you don't want people to know also, because in deep inside they're not going to understand it, right? Because even if a order is getting late, you know the reason behind it, why the order is getting late. There must be karigar issues, there must be some kind of issues which is going on, but you have given a date, you have to put it on the plate on the date.
Right.
You can't just move back, right? And you would be very good, whatever, like, it must be like 5-6 years they must be, in touch with you, and you are working with them, you're making their clothes, they will be very nice. But once, if you just do some mistake, it becomes the biggest mistake, right?
Yes.
So, but they will never realize the other 5 years that they had given you orders and you have given them on time, or even if they have asked you to get it done in a day, you have given it to them. But if you have missed the date, it becomes a problem.
It's a never ending.
Exactly. So it's fine. There are few things that you can't explain. It's fine.
Sometimes thing will go wrong, but you have to somehow
You
complete it.
have to, the thing is ki, to sell your product, you should never bow your head.
Never. Yeah.
I would say that. You should be headstrong and stand still there. Even if people are not paying, they will pay one or the other day.
Yeah.
It is not that I will lessen my production cost or my cost just for my selling, just for my sell. No. जितना खर्चा हुआ है उतना का पैसा उठाओ, कि इतना खर्चा हुआ है, अच्छा मेरा लॉस भी हो जाए, इसको मुझे बेचना है क्योंकि मुझे पैसा चाहिए. No. I understand at times because there are a lot of inventories and all which you can't, that's the reason people go for 30%, 40% sale and all that.
Yeah,
But the thing is, why? There's so much effort that a karigar has put into it.
exactly. They must be fairly paid for that.
Exactly. If you are paying, if you're paying your karigars, then from where will you get that money? From where will you recover that money if you're giving it in a discount price?
Exactly. So stand still
Exactly.
where it needed to be.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, how much big of an impact it is for a designer to be featured on a magazine?
It depends on what magazine you're getting.
Let me tell you about Cosmopolitan then.
Yeah, see, nowadays people are paying and putting their article on magazines. If
Okay.
it's coming out in a natural way, if you are being recognized in a good way, I would say that would be great. Not paying and coming on a on a page or something like that. It's my
It's a genuine thing that you think.
Yes, yes.
I would say that our students recently got featured on Cosmopolitan magazine because of their work,
That's
which
amazing.
they have done. I think they've been doing a lot recently. Like they got a chance to be part of multiple fashion weeks
Oh, that's
that
amazing.
were going on right now, like London, Dubai,
Yeah.
Lakme,
Yeah.
even New York.
Yeah.
So they were getting featured all over this. Like,
Really
so
nice.
do you think like when a student getting featured in
That's such an impactful thing. Like it is so much encouragement and confidence for other students who are seeing them on a magazine like that. That is
or a
such a
runway
great achievement. Yeah.
or a runway like
Yeah,
this, if
obviously.
you're getting direct chance to be
Yeah.
there.
What more?
Exactly. So it makes up a confidence factor.
Yes.
What does extra it gives with confidence?
It gives you that it gives like that is also very important, like uh, confidence is one, but the thing is key how you are growing with it. It makes you even grow, right? It makes you feel like, yes, if I can do this, I can do much better than this also,
Yes.
right? That creative head even work in a better way. If this has made me reach here, I can even reach
Much higher place.
places.
Yes. During my student time, I
Yes,
reached
if
there,
I reach there.
and now I'm a professional.
Yeah.
I'm a young professional. I'm
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
where I can reach.
Exactly.
Right? That is a factor.
That is.
And students should understand that they are being the benchmark. Like, if you are the one currently showing your designs at Lakme, New York, and where not, juniors who are seeing you, they're also getting
Exactly.
that kick in them.
A kick
Like,
in them, no? If she can reach or he can reach,
so
I
why
should
can't
even-
we?
Why can't we? Yeah, that is what.
Coming up from a very small, I won't say, Bhubaneswar is not a small city anymore. Coming up from a tier 2 city, you are
Yeah.
going and standing there showing your design with multiple talents around the globe.
Yeah.
So it gives a kick, I would say.
Yeah. That's another. That's actually a kick in your word. Yes.
So, ma'am, we won't lengthen this
Yeah.
topic anymore. I just want to ask you the last question. If one student watches this podcast and decide to take fashion as a serious career, what would you want them to remember from your journey?
Just believe in yourself and just do whatever, it's all about creating what you want to create. It's not about what other wants to see in you.
Right.
It's always the confidence and the it is, and the passion. I would say it's the passion which takes you forward. It
Yes.
is nothing else. You have to be that confident and passionate enough to reach wherever you want to reach.
So, confidence, passionate, and creative.
Creative.
What will make you stand out from others?
And a little calmness.
Calmness is important, but today I would say
Nowadays, no one is. It's just crazy.
this world is
out there.
chaotic enough.
Yeah. And you
But
have to be. You have to be a little stubborn also.
stubbornness is important.
Yes, because it is very much needed. Like, like if you're not stubborn enough to do what you want to do, I don't think in this world you can stand anywhere.
Little stubbornness and a little positive ego also.
Yes.
It helps. But in this chaotic society or chaotic world, you need to have that calmness inside you
Yes,
also. Like
yes.
that calmness always will keep you on ground.
Grounded, yeah.
Yeah.
It is very much needed. Like if ego hits you, it is going to hit you really bad.
Yeah.
You should know from where you are starting and where you want to go. You should never forget the roots where you belong to.
Yes.
That is what I would say.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Really, thank you so much. So this is it for today's episode. We'll see you in the next one.